Okay, we are live. So today we're just going to go over Vicky's servlets, her QC JSON, and Brian, did you have anything to present today?
I'd say not really.
Okay, it's okay. Neither do I. Friday I'll have a lot, but today it's more of a catch-up day for me.
Yeah, and I hope that my computer will work today since I'm using my mom's computer. So I hope that everything will be all right. So I will start to share my screen. And here is it. So sorry for Skype. So here is my servlet. I'm not really understand how we're supposed to do that servlet. Like, all what I have, it's pretty like easy example how to show can be alive and how we can interact with servlets. Here I'm importing required Java libraries. And as you see, it extends the HTTP servlet. It's very important. It helps the file, it works. So here is, I'm setting the content type. And because we are using the browser, here we have the response message, and we untyped it in HTML5. And we will run the message. The servlet will see that message. Sorry, give me a second. I want to close it. It's terrible. So come on, work. Yeah. Okay. Also, I worked with the index file to show a message. When we run the servlet, first we see that message, and then when we click on that link, we're going actually to that servlet. And here I have created the class name and the name of the servlet. And actually, I can run it, and then I can show you how I did my servlet. So it will be much easier for you to create it. So here we are connected. Now we're supposed to go to the browser. I'm using Chrome. So here is the message. And when I'm click here, I'm actually going to my servlet. And let me go. I will finish the running, so I'm disconnected the server. So to create a servlet, first you need to use IntelliJ Automate. You need to set up your JDK, and you need to download the Tomcat, Apache Tomcat. To create a servlet, first you need to create a new project. So you go to File, Project, and go to Java Enterprise. Click to Web Application. make sure that you have your CIT right version of Java EE, and you have here the application server. Click OK. It's hard to click OK since I have that message. How to do that?
Did you have to download your application server?
Again, I already downloaded that Tomcat, Apache Tomcat.
Okay, is there a reason you're using Tomcat and not Glassfish? Just
actually, I have like the articles what I have read, all of them they are using that Tomcat, and also in Java the manual, the PDF manual what we are using, they were talking about the Tomcat also.
okay.
So I decided to download the Tomcat. I have monitor Tomcat to my computer. So go next. The name, just project name. Example. Let's have example. Need to move it a bit. New window. So then right click to the source, new, and servlet. And I'll give the name example since it is just an example. And when you are creating, you have like we already have the imports, and like we just have the do post, and so like if we want to run it and to see that like the messages, we need to type a little bit more. I will not type right now since it takes time, so I will just copy and paste. And it's over here. So I have a message, and since it is an example file, I will change the title. And you can type your own message over here, wherever you want to type. Then the next, we need to, let's say, modify the index GSP file. For right now, it doesn't have any title and any body. So copy and paste my body. Actually, as I told you before, you can you can type wherever you want to type here. It is just a message. Change it to example since it is another project. And then it's time to modify the web file. And here I will paste the servlet name and class. And it is the reason why we see an example, and the name of our is example, and I will use the little pattern whose name is an example. And then we need to let's say create the No, I'm wrong. First, we need to rebuild the project. So we're going to build and rebuild project, and we need to make sure that it says that is the compilation completed successfully. So right now, we can create the application in how to say WAR format, web application archive, to deploy and run on our compute in our project. So right click and then open model, and we need to choose an artifacts. So I will just click build on make, and then like everything is perfect over here. I don't want to change anything. I like it. So I will click OK. And guess we can try and run our servlet. So I'm choosing the the server Tomcat. It's pretty funny because you don't see me, and I'm using my finger over my screen. Yeah. Now we're connecting to the server. So as you see, it is loading. If I will click here, we can see the Java servlet. It is all what I have about my servlet. I was trying to look over the codes, what have other classmates. No one didn't do servlets yet, so I'm not really sure what we need to have for Java servlet, and if we need changes, like other person will tell me and I will modify it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it works.
Do you have questions about servlets? Is it clear or not? Maybe Brian has a couple words to say since he already made servlets before.
Well, I think that's very simple. I have tried to look at more videos for servlets, and they look very similar. And I have instructions, and they're the same as yours.
Yeah.
So I think
it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Without the IntelliJ Ultimate, it was impossible to do for me servlets.
Brian, we have two of you.
Yeah, because I'm gonna share my other computer.
Oh, interesting. So right now I can show my QC.json. So I will close that project. First, I want to disconnect the server from server, I mean, and close that example. So it will be much easier for me. Here is my example. I'll close my project too. So before the meeting, I had an errors with the JSON library, but we'll fix it, and I'm glad. Here is my bank main. It implements serializable, as you see. I have private attributes such as first name, last name, card number, and expire date. I decided to create kind of a class with let's imagine that it is the person who has a card, and on the card we have first name, last name, and the number of that card and expire date, And for example, you need to use some word like this, knowledge, how to say that, not knowledge, the information, I mean. And here is my empty constructor, and sorry, to see, and the constructor others. And then I have the, and I told you that my attributes are private, yeah. And here I have my all getters and setters for my attributes. And then I have created the second class, and I call it as bank task. So tasks, I can task the what I have, and here I write an object to command line at the first, last name and card number and expire date. It is just an example, so like I'm kind of creating the information about myself, my first name, my second name, in kind of like a card and expire date. And here I store it in string, and the stringify, it takes any object and print it out into JSON object string, and then I print the string what I have created above. And my second happy path, here I write an object, another one, another person, to the file with the like another information. And here is the file that I made, the bank tasks, like it's over here. So like when we are running, it creates the file over here. And here I'm create the file output stream to the file, and it needs to writes to JSON and can be imported everywhere. And then I write another object out to the file, and of course we need to close the string when we finish it. And here I'm reading an object from file. Here again I'm creating the file input stream, and then creating the JSON input stream, and I create the hash map. It reads in this library back in JSON hash map, so it helps a lot. Thing that it's new object. I have all things from the JSON hash map, and I need to cast it each time I take it from the hash map what I have made above over here. So here I'm creating the first name, last name, card name, and expire date again. And once I stringify object above, I can print it out. So here I'm printing, and my nested path, I'm trying to read without permission, and when we will run that file, we will see the message it is unable to read file without permission. Another one is trying to without permissions. And again, we'll see the message. It's unable to write file without permission. I'm trying to read an image. Unable to read a new object. And it's pretty all what I have. And if I will run, you will see that it has the information. I don't know why. Different times when I'm running the project, it has different like messages. Sometimes it has all of the 4 of them, has just 3 of them. Sometimes it has just 2. I cannot figure out why it is all what I have, but it is what I have. So yeah, it is all what I have. Do you have questions, suggestions?
I think you did a good job testing for nulls and permissions when it came to the QC-JSON.
Thank you. Brian, do you have questions, suggestions?
Can you move your code down?
To up or down?
Up, but slower. Okay.
More?
Yeah, more.
Okay. More?
Yeah, more. Have you tried to do? Let's see. Trying to write null or empty strings to any files, or read null,
Like,
or try to read an empty string or a null from a file, or a file that is not JSON,
I have done.
Maybe trying to read a file or a text file that is not JSON.
Do you need? Do you mean that create another nesty path?
Yeah, different nesty paths.
Okay, I will work on it.
And
so
maybe
since
have,
again,
have like a text file where you have an actual JSON string and maybe an object and a couple of things, and see what it reads and what it can't read.
Okay. Thank you for your suggestions. Since I'm done, I can stop sharing my screen with you, and you can share what you have for today.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm glad that I'm done with that.
Can you see the screen?
Your screen? No.
There we go. Yep.
Okay.
I have. Yeah. I can.
So this is the HTTP URL, and I think I created a project before and named it a client, and the other would be like the server, would be like a simulation, and Tomcat would be like the middle of them, like it will control and send and receive the messages and put it, like when you try to send a message to the server, it will be sent, I think, through Tomcat, and Tomcat will send it through the server. And same thing, you want to send a message, it will send it back. But for some reason, the client works and it sends a message. But I'm not sure I was supposed to run this file or this file. But when I did it before, I was told to have one of his files that is the JSON echo client that looks, and I have to, what?
It's your turn.
Okay.
Usually I have my cell phone.
And my sandbox was exactly the same, but I had to add the nasty paths for that, but I commented them out so that they won't cause any problems. And for this one, for some reason, it just doesn't send the message, but have Tomcat is running, and it just gives me a couple of errors, and I don't know what that means because it's exactly the same code for both of them. So I just changed a couple of things, or maybe they're the same thing, but I don't remember how that's supposed to work. I just know that if you try to send a message, the other one will receive whatever you sent. And same thing, if you want to send it back, you do the same thing, and it's supposed to see the message below. So that's what it should do, but I don't know why it doesn't do that.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have a really good idea. I haven't started on that yet. Sorry.
Yeah, because, well, you have, it's on his book also, so you have, in your main, you create an instance of whatever the name of your project and the name what you named it, and then call the go method because you have to have a void go method below. And well, that's its own code. You copy and paste it and add happy paths and nasty paths for that. So what he has is the URL, and create a new URL and put whatever you want. But for the first one, it has to have I guess, the local host. And then you create an instance of your connection and call the open connection so that it does that. And then in the connection, you set the do output to true, which allows post, and then have your output stream to the server. So it's named out to server so that you know what it is, and then pass connection that out to stream. So down below, there's a hash map with a command and speak. So there's those messages, and the requester will write one of those commands, and that's where it comes below. So that's the info server and your response, and that's the logic of whatever your command equals done. I think that's has something to do with a built-in class, so I'm not sure what that really means. And then your answer, so when the request is sent, or just type the message. But what it does is it only sends a message to the other, and then it can receive a message back also. And to be able to know what it really does, we could do use the debuggers so that we can see exactly how it works. But since it doesn't work, I can't do anything right now.
You cannot show us.
Yeah, I'm not sure. And I think I had let's see. I wanted to get my the servlet, but I can't find it. I downloaded from my GitHub before, but I deleted that because I wanted to redo everything again.
Mm.
So it's in my other computer. I will switch back
Yeah.
and
Okay.
try to show you. Let's see. So I'm gonna share this one. Okay. So for this one, so I was told again because he has a couple of files that he uses on his book, and
Mm-hmm.
he has a handler, and that's his handler, and the the speaker handler. Those two
Mm-hmm.
files, we don't modify them, we just include them in our project, and then we do there's also a JSON echo servlet that he has,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't do anything with that. So let's see. I don't remember, but that's different. Maybe I deleted a file that I can't see. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure what it really does because I
Don't remember.
mixed everything and deleted a couple of things. Maybe I deleted the important things. I just remember that we had those 3 files in our project for
What did
servlets.
what did we have? I didn't hear
The
you.
speaker handler.
Speaking
So we
handler.
had for a servlet the speaker and the handler and the JSON echo servlet, and plus our own sandbox that will use those 3 files.
So
Same thing with the HTTP URL. We had
so
client
they
as
are
well.
interacting with each other, as I understand.
Yes,
The
and
servlet, the QC-JSON, and the HTTP connection.
they're all in his book. So if we look at, let's see, maybe
Doing more research.
servlet. So he
I
has this one, the
see. Yeah.
JSON echo servlet. So that's his file we use for that. And the other one is the JSON echo client. So those are this.
They interact with each other.
Yeah, and let's see. For Tomcat, it's almost the same thing.
It is the reason why I'm using the Tomcat, because I was trying to read a little bit more in doing more with Java, and it has the Tomcat, so it is the reason why I decided to use it.
Yeah, so
not the fish one.
yeah, it uses Tomcat, and I remember that we could test some nasty paths for like when we are starting or restarting Tomcat.
Mm-hmm.
It should make everything work. And what happens if you shut down Tomcat, you will have some errors.
Mm-hmm.
And try to do the same thing without shutting them down, and adding that maybe no URLs and adding maybe bad connections.
Mm-hmm.
That will do almost the same thing. But those are the nasty paths for that. But I don't know how I will make it work. I will have to ask Brother Larson again because I haven't seen anyone doing
Mm-hmm.
any of this yet in
Me
other groups.
neither.
All right.
How much time do we have until to be able to finish all the
Finish.
all our
All the
code?
coding.
Yeah.
I
Again,
think, aren't we in week 6 or 7 right now?
to
I
be
don't
not
remember.
sure. I need to count. We have started in September. It was the September 12th, I think so.
So maybe 5 weeks.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's supposed to be the week number 5.
So maybe we have 5 more weeks or 4.
Yeah.
But as I understand, we have 5 weeks for everything, including the diagrams.
Yes, but after week 10 is the last week we can submit for fluency to get disagree. However, after week 10, I think we still have 2 weeks, something like that. We can still claim fluency for agree and strongly agree
Uh-huh.
after that point. So if we get everything to disagree, which is what we're trying to do, I'll catch up. I apologize, I've been gone. I'll catch up and make sure I have everything by this weekend, Friday, to show you guys. That way we can move on to the diagrams after we try to get this whole Hibernate and the HTTP URL thing working properly.
Will we talk about the Hibernate on Friday?
Yeah, that works.
I will try to email him today and ask him what he's expecting for this, for servlets and HTTP URL.
Okay.
And hopefully he can help us maybe doing the setup and understand what we need to do for that.
Well, let's try to go to his office hours tomorrow night.
Yeah.
If he'll be there.
We can email him today and ask if we will have the office hours. Like,
okay.
I don't want you to stay there forever and wait till no one will come. So we need to make sure that we'll have the office hours this Thursday.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's create some messages for Friday to use our meeting notes.
All right.
And as I understand, another guy, I don't remember his name, not Adam, another one.
Vaughn.
Again?
Vaughn.
Vaughn, it's pretty hard. So, as I understand, he cannot attend our meetings since he's working and at the time when we are meeting. So maybe he will move to another group.
Okay.
Who knows?
Either that or we try to help him and try to change our group meetings to a different time.
Yeah.
I personally like our meetings at this time, but if
Me
we need
too.
to change it, then maybe that might help him. What are your thoughts?
If we change it to help him, that's okay with me. I would be available anytime anyways. I have all the time, all day. But whatever the time
I'm not
has
available on daytime. I mean, it's noon since it is my night time. I'm sleeping and I need to figure out if I can meet on mornings.
Okay.
Since I have my work, so how it will work.
Okay, well, our group right now, so how to explain this? Because Vaughn joined late and his schedule, we were paired in groups because of our schedules, right? He obviously wasn't paired for us or with us for a reason. So at this point, Vicky, if you can't meet in the mornings, if you can't change your schedule, that's fine. We'll keep it this way because we owe it to you to keep things proper. Vaughn, I hate to say this, but he's an add-on. He's an after. And so if he can't make it, well, tough luck. We got to make sure we take care of you because you're part of this group first. So.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So let us know if you can work that out, and if we can, great. If not, we'll let him know that your schedule doesn't permit us to change it, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Real quick for Friday, I'm just going to share my screen so we can go ahead and write a couple things down. Let's see, it's going to be 10, 21.
9. No, 9. We're writing the day what we have right now.
Oh. Sheesh.
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. I'm gone for a week and I forget everything.
It's okay. Planning for Friday.
All right. So I'll present. Let's see. Okay. Greg presents on Hibernate. I'm guessing Adam, if he'll be there.
He will present the Hibernate too.
Yeah. And then
Vicky and Brian presents the no, I mean Vicky and Greg presents the HTTP URL connection, and we can type also Adam, because if he will be with us on Friday, he will do the same.
Okay. Okay, and then have you done the servlets yet, Brian?
No, but I'm gonna try to do that today, and maybe do the HTTP URL in other ways that people have done it. Maybe that will help, and if not, I'll ask Brother
Larson.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's also. I'm guessing Adam hasn't done it either. Brian.
Servlets.
So Friday's gonna be a big day.
But we can deal with it.
So maybe we can also try to start thinking about our
diagrams.
Our group app what we're doing, because we need to know what we're doing before we start doing the diagrams.
Yeah, let's plan that to maybe talk about or share our thoughts about the application.
Okay.
So like just write down that we need to talk about the application.
At least some ideas what we want to do, what type of app.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll break and catch up, and hopefully by the end of this week we can submit for fluency again and take care of all the coding topics. I know Hibernate is difficult, but I've used something like Hibernate in the past. So I'll try to get Hibernate. I'll try to get these 3 things done for sure to catch up with you guys. And then hopefully next week maybe we can start working on some diagrams and testing.
Can someone email Brother Larson to ask about office hours to make sure that he will be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian, do you want to do that, or do you want me to do it?
I will do that.
Okay.
Let's plan that. So see you on Friday at the same time?
Yeah, sounds good.
So he emailed us. I received an email from him. Email everyone that says, "Hi everyone, I hope you are having a great week. I posted a few thoughts in Google Plus community about the understanding portfolio, and he attached a sample for us to use, and we'll modify and clean the sample text." That's what he said.
For what? What coding topic?
For the portfolio. That's what he said. I'm gonna open it.
Huh. Okay, I'll take a look.
Oh, okay. So that's what we will be using for claiming fluency. That's like a template.
Right.
That we-
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Let's.
Thank you for sharing.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day, and we'll see you Friday morning.
Yeah, see you on Friday. Bye bye.
Right.